In the far reaches of the cosmos, on a world that knows only divine slumber and utter destruction, an unnatural stillness hangs in the air. This is the planet of Beerus, the god of destruction. But today, the usual tranquility is shattered by a tension so thick it could crack the very fabric of reality. On Beerus's planet, the wind howls ominously. Wiz stands with his staff in hand, his usual placid demeanor replaced by a mask of grave concern. He stares at the god of destruction. Lord Beerus, will you do what must be done? A long, heavy pause follows before Beerus finally speaks. No. A single word, yet it carries the weight of universes. The air crackles with unspoken tension. For the god of destruction and his angel attendant, such gravity can only mean one thing: a crisis of cosmic proportions is unfolding. Wiz sighs, his voice laced with urgency. But everything is changing. The past, the future, these alternations to the timeline are cataclysmic. They threaten existence itself. I know that, Beerus replies, but there has to be another way. There is no way, Wiz insists. What could possibly have happened? What power is so immense that it can rewrite the past and the future, forcing the hand of a god? What path of destruction are they so desperately trying to avoid? Turning back to Wiz with a flicker of defiance in his eyes, Beerus answers, "Let's see for ourselves. How can you be so certain without even trying?" A rare flash of anger touches Wiz's tone. "This is the first time I have ever seen you hesitate to destroy. You speak of alternatives, of hope. Could it be that you have grown emotionally attached to those Saiyans?" Beerus smirks, a hint of his usual arrogance returning. "Nothing of the sort. I simply wish to give them one final chance to entertain me before I erase them from existence." Erase whom? And what crisis has pushed these two cosmic beings to the brink? The answers lie in a twisted timeline, a future soaked in despair. This is where our story truly begins. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Super Dark Future. Lightning flashes across the ruined sky. Future Gohan, his left arm missing, stands battered and bruised before his twin tormentors. Android 18 glares at him, brushing dirt from her clothes. "Now I am getting angry. How dare he even touch me?" "Relax, 18, Android 17 smirks. "Today we close the book on this Gohan character permanently." Defiantly spitting out a mouthful of blood, Gohan growls, "Close the book? Goodbye!" The androids mock in terrifying unison. The two androids raise their hands. Destructive energy crackles in their palms, growing into two massive spheres of pure ki, illuminating the ruins around them. A determined smirk crosses Gohan's face. "Against the two of you, with only one arm, this will be more than enough." The androids don't wait. They unleash a torrent of ki blasts, a storm of destructive energy that screams through the air, converging on the lone Saiyan warrior. But in the face of certain death, A fire ignites in Gohan's eyes. He lets out a primal roar. The ground beneath him cracks. With a blinding flash of golden light, his hair spikes up, his energy explodes, and he transforms into a Super Saiyan. Thrusting his one good hand forward, Gohan begins the chant. Ga me me, channeling all his remaining power into his single palm, he forms a brilliant blue sphere of energy, screaming with all his might. He unleashes the Kamehameha wave. The colossal blue beam slams into the android's combined attack. The two forces collide mid-air, a cataclysmic struggle of power that vaporizes the rain and shakes the very foundations of the earth. The sky is torn asunder. An unbelievable beam struggle ensues. For a moment, Gohan's Kamehameha pushes forward, but then the sheer volume of the android's attack begins to overwhelm him. Gohan's face pales, veins bulge on his forehead, and his teeth grit together. His single arm trembles under the immense strain as he is pushed back. Fear and desperation etch into his face. Laughing like maniacs, Android 17 and 18 shout, "Game over!" With a final malicious surge of power, the android's attack swells to a monstrous size. It consumes Gohan's Kamehameha, roaring towards him like an unstoppable beast. Gohan's eyes widen in helpless terror. This is it, he thinks. The end. Suddenly, a blinding flash of crimson light rips through the battlefield, striking the point of impact between Gohan and the android's blast. Boom! A massive secondary explosion erupts, sending the entire attack skyward where it detonates harmlessly. Smoke and dust blanket the entire area. When the smoke begins to clear, the androids stare in disbelief. What? Android 17 stammers. What was that power? Who did that? How can anyone be that strong? As the dust settles, a figure is revealed. It's a Saiyan, but one they have never seen. He is crouched low to the ground, moving with a strange primal grace, almost like an ape. His eyes glow with a terrifying blood-red light. Cautiously narrowing his eyes, Android 17 asks, "Who are you?" Collapsing to one knee, Gohan pants heavily. "Thank you. You saved my life." The unknown Saiyan slowly stands up. Ignoring Gohan, he raises a single finger and points it directly at the androids. Gohan's eyes widen in shock as he senses the stranger's ki. This energy, he thinks to himself. It can't be. It feels just like Father's life force. Seeing this, my mood was already ruined because of Gohan, Android 18 complains. And now another Saiyan pest shows up. I thought we killed all of you except for this one and that little brat. Taking a fighting stance, Android 17 threatens. Whoever you are, get out of here, or you will die right alongside Gohan. It does not matter, we will just have the pleasure of killing two Saiyans today. The unknown Saiyan begins to walk slowly, deliberately towards them. I have no time to waste on tin cans like you. Consider these my last words to you. Run or die. In less than a heartbeat, the unknown Saiyan closes the distance to Android 17. His red eyes flash intensely. Two beams of crimson energy as fine as needles erupt from his eyes. The lasers slice cleanly through Android 17's left leg. Before the android can even register the pain, the beam darts across and destroys his right leg as well. The attack is so fast, so precise, no one even sees it happen. Android 17 falls to the ground with a heavy thud. He stares in horrified disbelief at his own severed legs lying a few feet away. A scream of pure mechanical terror rips from his throat. Ah! The unknown Saiyan shows no mercy. The eye beams converge, striking Android 17 directly in the head. The android's head explodes in a shower of sparks and metal. His headless, legless torso convulses on the ground before falling still. The sight is a perfect monument to absolute power. Android 18 stares, her face a mask of pure shock and terror. The monster, who was once her brother, lies in pieces. You are a monster, she screams. You killed him. You killed 17. Primal fear takes over. She turns to flee, but in an instant the unknown Saiyan is there. His hand clamps around her ankle. With a guttural roar, he yanks her into the air and slams her into the ground with enough force to shatter the very earth beneath her. Her left leg is ripped from her body by the sheer force of the impact, and she lies broken and terrified on the ground. The Saiyan raises his hand. A sphere of chaotic, destructive energy forms in his palm. Android 18 looks up, her eyes wide with the certainty of her own demise. He unleashes the blast. A pillar of fire and energy consumes her, leaving nothing but a smoking crater. The unknown Saiyan throws his head back and laughs, a chilling maniacal sound that echoes across the desolated wasteland. The sound of the laughter seems to travel, shifting the scene. In a nearby ruined building, Future Trunks stirs from unconsciousness. That voice? Gohan? Where are you? Taking to the sky, Trunks flies towards the source of the energy and lands next to a weary Gohan. Gohan! Are you okay? You shouldn't have fought them alone. Why did you knock me out and come by yourself? Trunks looks around, confused. Wait. I don't sense the android's power anymore. Did you beat them? Grimly nodding towards the victor, Gohan replies, I did not. He did. They both stare at the unknown Saiyan. Turning to Gohan with a twisted smile on his face, the stranger speaks. There is nothing to fear, big brother. Big brother? Gohan asks, thoroughly confused. But I don't even know you. The Saiyan smile vanishes, replaced by a flash of rage. You don't know me? Of course you don't. In this timeline, my father died before I was even conceived. But in another timeline, I killed him myself. My name is Xicor. Timeline? Gohan repeats, shocked. Gesturing at Trunks, Xicor sneers. Yes, the mess of timelines and time travel all started by him. He gave me the opportunity to kill everyone all over again. What are you talking about? That's insane. I have killed you all countless times, Xicor laughs. Goku Vegeta, you Gohan. It does not matter if it's Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan 4 or even Beast. Stepping forward protectively, Gohan warns, "Stop talking nonsense and leave us alone." This timeline is pathetic, Xicor mocks. You are just a common Super Saiyan. You are not even worthy of me wasting a finger on you. He turns his back on them. Fine, I'm leaving. A strong wind blows across the wasteland as Xicor pauses. What was he talking about? Trunks whispers to Gohan. I don't know, Trunks, Gohan replies, his voice low and serious. But he is incredibly powerful, terrifyingly powerful. He crushed the androids like they were insects in the blink of an eye. Xicor turns his head back slightly, a cruel glint in his eyes. But I do have one rule. Gohan tenses. What rule? In every timeline I visit, I kill all the Saiyans, Xicor smiles. Since you two are like pathetic little insects, I'll let one of you survive. You choose. Trunks defiantly steps forward. Let's go, Gohan. We can fight him together. Trunks, get out of here now. Gohan shouts, raw fear now visible in his eyes. He knows this is a battle they cannot win. Ignoring Gohan, Trunks yells at Xicor, "Hey, if you wanna fight, fight me!" Gohan looks at Trunks in horror. Don't you understand? We cannot beat him, Trunks. Go, please, just go. Not this time, Gohan, Trunks says resolutely, standing his ground. We win together or we fall together. Hurry up, Xicor sighs impatiently. Stop wasting my time or you will both die. Accepting his fate, Gohan steps forward. I'm ready, come on. Good, Xicor replies. Show me everything you have. Gohan roars and powers up to Super Saiyan again. Then let us begin, Xicor says. He raises both his hands, gathering a terrifying amount of energy. But then he claps them together, compressing the power into a strange shimmering field, an energy shield. He hurls it, not at Gohan, but around him. The shield materializes around Gohan, trapping him in an unbreakable prison of energy. He slams against it, but it does not budge. Gohan yells, "What did you do? I said I was ready. Let the kid go, Xicor." But Xicor is gone. In a flash of instant transmission, he appears directly in front of Trunks, grabbing a handful of his purple hair and leering into Trunks' terrified face. So, You want to fight, did you? Let's see what happens when I kill you in this timeline. Xicor drives his fist deep into Trunks' stomach. A sickening thud echoes. Trunks' eyes bulge from their sockets as he lets out a choked gasp. Gohan, save me. Inside the shield, Gohan screams in fury, charging a one-handed Kamehameha and firing it point blank at the shield wall. The energy explodes violently inside the prison, but the shield holds. Outside, Zykor's eyes flash crimson once more. The deadly beams erupt, and in a single horrific motion, they slice through Trunks' neck. Trunks' body falls limp, his severed head still held in Zykor's hand. Seeing this, something inside Gohan shatters completely. He falls to his knees inside the prison, his spirit broken. Xicor scoffs, drops the severed head, and delivers a lazy, contemptuous kick to it. The force is so immense it sends Trunks' head flying through the air. A silent scream escapes Gohan's lips. He reaches out a trembling hand, letting out a choked, broken whisper filled with rage. You'll pay for this. Before Trunks' body can even hit the ground, Xicor fires a casual ki blast. It engulfs the remains in a massive explosion, vaporizing Trunks completely. It would only cause you more pain to see his body, Xicor taunts. You can die in that shield. Xicor turns to leave, but then something happens. From the broken warrior kneeling on the ground, a power begins to erupt. A terrifying primal energy shakes the very planet. Xicor stops, turning back in shock. Gohan's hair begins to grow wildly, shifting from gold to a stark, brilliant red and yellow. The earth itself trembles and cracks under the pressure of his rising power. The energy radiating from him is so immense. Zykor's shield begins to crack, then shatters into a million pieces. Gohan rises to his feet and lets out a roar of pure, undiluted rage, a roar that carries all the pain, all the loss, all the suffering of his entire life. His eyes are no longer green but a burning, vengeful crimson. He has awakened something deep within. He is no longer just Gohan. He has become the Beast. In the blink of an eye, Beast Gohan is in front of Xicor, delivering a savage kick. Xicor barely manages to block it with his forearm. The impact alone sends a shockwave that fractures the very planet, and a hurricane of power erupts around them like two warring tornadoes. The ultimate rage has given birth to the ultimate power. But Xicor already killed a version of Beast Gohan, so can this newfound grief-fueled strength overcome the multiverse Saiyan known as Xicor? Or is this the beginning of a new, more painful end? The fate of the future hangs in the balance. Chapter 2 is almost finished and will be uploaded soon, under a week. Hey everyone, this is your boy DBS Exclusive, and this has been our most ambitious project to date. A collaboration of me with Krigeta. With the Dragon Ball Super manga on hiatus and after the remake announcement, we still have time to do some fun stuff after Daima. We wanted to bring you our very own manga story. And believe me, what you just saw is only the beginning. The episodes to come are going to be even more insane. So stay tuned and keep training.